Boom, boom. This is Ken Pretty. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today, so we got a few things to cover. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we got Lingling. So Lingling's up. As we've spoken about her a few times. She's a healer, but she also has some support, so she's a pretty good character, but not exactly the direction that we're going to go. I'll tell you the direction that we're looking to go at here shortly. About on the future releases of the triple S's. So you should definitely be going for Evil Eye, who you see right here. Some of the other characters, they're all really good in terms of what they do. Specifics, though, like we had the Shark, which was the second one released. She's more of a PvP character. Lingling, she's a healer. If you're a newer or mid-game player, this is definitely something you want to go for. Simply because of the fact that you will need a healer until you can get your soul bones built up enough where you can get the protection and healing from them without having to rely on a healer. Like, I don't have a healer in my team anymore at this particular time because I don't really need one. Nobody dies for the most part inside of any of the PvE content or inside of the actual bosses. They usually go the whole round, so there's really no need for a healer. You can just keep in another attacker in there, it gives you more damage, and that's what you're looking for, is the maximum amount of damage within the time space. But you will need a healer, early to mid game, because you just can't, you haven't built up enough armor, you haven't built up enough on your soul bones to get that extra protection that they offer. But once you get those up in there, you shouldn't have any problem. Once you get your soul bones up, into this level, God 5, God 4s, you really won't have much trouble in terms of survivability. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But you will need a healer early mid-game. So, and you might as well get Lingling, since she's a triple S. She's going to be better than Wrong, who's SS+. And she's going to be better than Ayen, who's SS. So you definitely want, I have Ayen, SS, and I have Wrong, SS+. She was my healer until I replaced her with Evil Eye. So you will need one. Might as well go ahead and get Lingling. Now, who am I going to be going with? Well, if you're familiar with the game, if you've watched some of my earlier videos, I spoke one of the characters that I had in my game. It's one of the characters that you get for free, actually, once you start playing the game after you get out of being, and that is, that's right, she's not an S. She's actually right here. I used her before I regenerated her. I used her I had S's in my team, and she was still in my team. Okay, she did a massive amount of damage. I mean, a massive amount of damage. I used her well into the game. Normally, when you first get out of the event, start playing the game and whatnot, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get S characters. The A's and the B's, and the A plus, they don't last very long because you get enough shards to start bringing S's into the game fairly quickly, and you can start, building up your S characters, and then start building them up to get more powerful. As they get more powerful, you get more rewards, which allows you to start unlocking chests for SS characters. And then as you get your SS characters and build them up, they become more powerful, allowing you to get chests and whatnot needed to do triple S. That's the way the game flows, okay? So, but I used her, and you will get her. I used her. She was in my team well after I had already got rid of all A pluses, A's, and B's. She was still in there just doing damage. That's what she does. Now, the word I'm getting from the people that are playing it on the Chinese version is that the triple S version of her, she's taken down SP characters. SP characters are the highest level characters. You got your S's, SS, SS plus, triple S, and then SP, which is what they came out with on the China server not too long ago. People are telling me that she is taking out SP characters. Okay, so, and that does not surprise me at all, because even at her A plus, she was taking out S characters without any problem whatsoever. She just does a ton of damage. So that's what we're going to be focusing on now. She's not going to be out. She's towards the end of the actual triple S release, so it's going to be it's going to be another month or two before we actually see her. So 2 months actually. So that's where we're at that particular point. But she's going to be the one that we're probably going to be focusing on. I'm probably going to be putting her in place of Clear Sky. She will most likely replace him uh, in the actual team because I've got Ren. That I might replace Ren with Erming. I have to see. Erming is the Triple S tank coming out. I might do that. I have to wait and see what he offers first, and then Evil Eye is he's technically melee. So I'll have my tank and one melee, and then I'll have Sea God, and I'll have another range dealer, and who will be range dealer. So that's what we have to wait and see. But that's my current plan, and everybody's been telling me how awesome she is, and she's taking out SP characters. So that's what we're probably going to be focusing on. But yeah, she was exceedingly powered A plus, so it's not surprising me that her Triple S characters are overpowered at all either. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got in terms of events. So as I said, we've got the Lingling event. Okay, so make sure you get in there. She's got it's up there. It started yesterday, but it's up again today. So they will have the chest in here. Right here is the chest that you can get shards. Okay, I already have Spirit Sharks, so I went ahead and put them in Evil Eye. He's the one I'm working on bringing up right now. And then you'll have of course, shards for Lingling. So you should have 110 of her. Okay, the next event will be the release of the new character, and inside of that character event for the new character, there will be a Soul Master sale, and there will be a chest in which you can get the remaining 20 Lingling shards to create the character and summon her. So keep that in mind. That's the way it's always been since inception. So not changed it. They have no plans to change it. So make sure you have 110. Daily events. Nothing going on of interest at this particular point. Just moving it. We're honing in on our growth fund. We're getting close. So once we get that, we'll be 439. So we're at 500. So we've got another 61 days, and we'll be hitting on that. So I'm hoping that'll take me up to 12. It'll be VIP 12. And like I said, I haven't spent anything in this. This is VIP 11. This is all from free VIP that they give you throughout the game. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. Time limited events. We do have a Soulbone event up, thankfully. We've got the extended bone chest event, so you can get some hell shot points inside of here. So you definitely want to take part in that. 2 Psalm shards are up. Okay. Got some really good stuff. You definitely want to grab these. This is what the Devil Spider Core is. What takes your SS pluses, Soul Bones to Triple S. Very stingy with these. Okay. Make sure that you are participating. Make sure that you are participating inside of the wheel, because you will find 10 of them. I know it's only 10, but it is some. So at 21. So make sure you are participating in this on a daily basis. Now. So that's everything inside the Cinnabo chest. We've got Lingling up. So make sure that you focus on that. Now in terms of mine, I'm up to 65, 61. Okay, so just keep moving forward. 2 days. I'm at 105. So we'll be opening up 106, but it's probably going to be quite some time before we actually see that. When you're getting into this level right here, I mean, I intermittently clean out my Oscar sausages. I get up to like 150 or something. Then when a 2-time Soul Bone event comes up, Soul Ring comes up, I'll go ahead and blow a lot of them on that. That's what I just did. So I'm in the process of building them back up right now. We've got some shards here that we could use. I'm moving. I decided to go ahead and move Bo up into support, simply because of the fact that I'm going to be maxing out her divine skills, because it's fairly easy to get shards for her. So I'm starting to move her up. Okay, so as you can see, she's overtaken wrong. So she's now one of my main support. But yeah, I'm really close to maxing her out, divine skill wise. This is the last set right here. So these 3, and she'll be done. And then I'll start moving over to Rakasha BB Dong. Okay, because you can get her inside of a chest as well. Won't be starting on Wu until after I finish Tang San, and we're moving up with Tang San as well. Getting there, you know. It's a slow process because they don't offer a lot of chests for him. He's the max chest. Wu and him are in the max chest. I'm actually getting shards for him as well too. They're actually being quite generous because he's a free character, so you should definitely max him out. He's definitely worth it. I'm starting to work on his rings right now and awakening them. He doesn't die, even though he's melee and he does a ton of damage, so he's definitely something to look for. But that's what you're expecting from a triple S character. He should be, you know, a notch above the rest. That's why he's triple S. But I do have the shark. So my next project will be Lingling. So I will be, you know, I will be getting her when they come out with the next. And what I'll be doing is I'll be regenerating Oscar. Okay, and Oscar is going to give me a bunch of shards, and Oscar is also going to give me a lot of materials, which I'll be then throwing into Lingling and bringing her up. I don't know if I'm going to bring her up full at this particular point. That will be based on Meng. If Meng is that good that I need to replace, think about replacing Ren, then I will probably begin focusing on him. If not, I'll probably bring Lingling up until we can get, you know, Yulin's release, and then we'll be focusing on her, of course. But since I can get a lot of shards, so I'll just be going, you know, I don't see any reason keeping him around at this particular point, so I'll just regenerate him. You just go to regenerate, dissolve, and you just stick the character in there that you want to resolve. And you'll get all the mats back. Okay, returns 100% resources, the gold soap coins, and the materials. Okay, and then the Soul Master is converted to Soul Master shards, which at this point won't be very useful since everything else is maxed out. But we will get some of the shards back that we can then use on other characters. So that's what you're looking for in terms of that. They're always S characters, so when you get Soul Master shards back, you're going to be getting S characters. Okay, so that's going to give me a lot of S characters that I can throw into Lingling and still have enough to possibly bring up Meng. We'll have to make a decision. I won't have enough to do both. Well, I probably will be able to scrape up enough to do both, but I will definitely not have enough for you when she comes out. So that's the thing. I've only got enough for about 2 after I cash in or regenerate Oscar. I'm only gonna have enough for 2 to bring 2 characters up into the sun. 1 5 sun, 1 at about 3 sun, and then of course it'll just take a few more weeks to get them up to 5 sun. So I'll have enough for 2. Not 3. Won't even have enough for 3. So it'll be one of them. It'll be Lingling or Meng. It's probably going to be Meng. So because of the fact that, as I said, I don't need a healer. But she does have some attack support, and I've been hearing some of the people saying that they've been getting a lot more damage when they've had her in a team. But I think that might be because you're surviving longer because you have a healer. That's not necessarily indicative of her being that much. I don't think, based on the skill set, I don't see enough of an attack increase that, you know, I'd have to take out an attacker. Okay, so she's going to have to supplement that attacker, and at the same time, you know, heal. But since I don't need the healing, 75% or 80% of her skill set is going to go to waste. So at lower levels, you will probably see an increase in your damage, but I think that's just because your team is surviving longer, not necessarily because she's doing more. She's doing damage. If you take a look at your stats at the end of a battle, and you'll see how much damage your characters you can do. And you're not going to see any damage from her most likely. It's going to be buffs is what you're going to see, a percentage of increase in the damage of other characters that when she procs certain skills. So that's why I don't think it would be very good. But you want to have You do in certain cases want to have healers. You can have them coming off a support in some of the tougher, in some of the tougher bosses, especially inside of the Soul Ascension platform and inside of the Treant and from the Tyrant inside of the Sect. Having healers come off to support to give you an extra heal or a straight heal is helpful in some cases. You just have to make a determination whether or not that would be beneficial. The easiest way to do that is set up your team with all attackers and a tank. and then put, you know, support 1 attacker, support 2 attacker, then throw that third support character one of your healers, okay, and see if it helps out. And if it does, then you can keep that healer in place. So you do need healers, and then there's other times that you need healers. Especially if you're going to do PvP, you're going to need healing. We don't focus in PvP that much. I'll try to keep myself in the top 50. I'm at 32 right now. Because, yeah, you know, the PvP is clearly a pay-to-win function. Okay, you got 15, you got your 12 and 15 billion characters out there, you know, double what I am. So, and they get that by spending, you know, they have all the characters, they have them all maxed out. They've purchased all of the actual skins, and the skins do offer buffs. We'll be getting the skin for Evil Eye here through the Battle Pass. Okay, when that comes up, we still got 15 days, and I'm already at 35. So, and I'm locked out at this point because I've hit my weekly limit. You can only earn so much a week. You want to make sure that you do hit the weekly limit every single week. Okay, if you do hit the weekly limit every single week, that means you'll max out the Battle Pass as far as you could go. And then you'll be able to jump a little bit higher. And then you'll have to spend coins, or you'll have to spend some of your diamonds to get the remaining levels to get the actual token, which allows you to get the skin. That's just the way it plays out. But we're gonna get his skin here, and we'll have that in a couple of weeks. And it'll give a buff to him. He's almost at 1 million just by himself. 992 million. So I mean, I'm sorry, he's almost at 1 billion by himself. Very close. So once a skin, that'll buff him up pretty good. But yeah, so that's the current plan at this particular time. I don't know when it's actually, you know, when it's actually going to, you know, it could be a couple of months before we get the plan. And then no sooner than we got the plan and get that set up, then the SP characters are going to start dropping, and we'll have to be making determination. Haven't heard much in terms of SP characters as to what their office, you know, a physical for. But you got to get up and, you know, as we're playing the game, it's fun to just get the new characters. And, you know, and we're going to be able to start regenerating SS characters and start focusing on a full, you know, 8-man team of solely SSS, Triple S, and SP characters. It will be, of course, that's going to be your end game. So we'll have to see exactly how far they continue to go with that. But as of right now, yeah, it's still going to be a ways away before we get to that point. And we have to make a determination because Erming is going to be my next look because I do need a tank. So it'd be possible to move him into the actual team. And then I need to make sure I have enough left over for you. But yeah, I've already been hearing good things about her. I was sort of figuring she was going to be overpowered simply because of the fact that her A+ character was overpowered. And she had, this is her second character. So she's never had anything after that A+ character. But when I saw that she was going to be released in Triple S, I knew she was going to be super powerful. It's her ability to do a ton of damage. And at the same time have some survivability, which allows her to be a little bit better than most. But it's her high output of damage that she can do from a distance. So it makes her exceedingly powerful. So we're definitely going to be looking into her. All right, so that's all I got. So remember, get in there, make sure that you do, very important to do the wheel. Make sure that you're spinning that wheel because that's where you can get some of those double spider cores. And that's what we need. That is the next focus that you want to do on your soul bones, getting them to Triple S. You need those devil spider cores to do that. So anywhere you can get them, anywhere you see them, any shot, any event, prioritize those. Just like you used to, prior towards the spirit source that they have. Make sure that you start, prioritizing that because that is the next high level mat. It's the highest level mat we have out there currently. So anytime you see it, definitely go for it. Okay. All right. So that's all I got. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time we drop a video. Like and share the video as well. It helps the channel immensely. Kenrick coming at you from the corner. Signing out.